All praise, glory to you.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, those who are in millstone. Peace and blessings to those who are active. Speech the word of our truth and shit. The Hebrew Israelites took the prophesy America's downfall. America, Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, or Babylon the Great. You know, Esau Edom, so-called white man is Esau Edom, going to Babel. You know, we're going to see the time lesson.
Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh.
Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts. You know, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is against this world, man. Against his whole power structure, against Esau Edom. You know, against, you know, all this wickedness that's in the earth, man. You know, and there's nothing but bad time coming. A lot of judgment going out. You know, in India, 300 people got killed by a train crash, man. That was a major judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. In Indiana, there was another train derailment. You know, the situation with the debt price, the debt ceiling, that Joe Biden signed his sign, you know, dealing with the hyperinflation, you know, the high cost of living, you know, the LA County exodus, a lot of people are leaving Los Angeles because of the, you know, the high cost of living, man.
Crime too, man. There's just so much crime going on.
Crime, you know. So all these things playing part in prophecy, man, proving that we're in the last days.
Jeremiah 28 and 8 says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right. You know, so the prophets, the ancient prophets in the past, such as Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, they all prophesied bad things of what's going to come in our kingdom. So the same thing today, you know, because reincarnation is biblical, man. You know, you have the prophets now in Babylon the Great, starting with our apostle Ezra and Mills, the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, proclaiming that this place is going to go down with destruction, man, by nuclear missiles, you know.
Verse 9, the prophet which prophesieth of peace.
Which these would be your false prophets, man. Prophesying that, you know, you don't got to worry about Jacob's trouble, you know, keep continuing to, you might as well come to the truth, you know, you can find a job, you can, you know, saying all these things that's not leading to prophecy, and that's leading our people astray.
You can have fun.
Yeah, having fun in the truth.
We can get us a plot of land and start our own community.
Yeah. That's not in the right spirit, man. You know? Because one, this is not our rest. You know? Number two, that proves that you Israelites want to stay here, man. That's not in the right spirit.
Right.
You know? See, we want to get up out of here, man. You know, we hastening into our Lord Yahweh Shai's second country.
Ain't getting on their bus.
Right.
Okay? But you hanging out by the bus stop. What you doing?
Yeah, maybe some of his congregation probably went in there and was like, oh, yeah, this, and that, and they didn't have an answer.
That Asian lady.
Oh, right.
Remember, she came from that.
The prophet which prophesy of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known, that Yahweh have truly sent him.
And so the word of the prophet comes to pass, the prophets saying the true prophecies, you know, then when they come to pass, they ain't gonna know that's a true prophet, man. When all hell breaks loose, when it's a famine, when it's Jacob's trouble, when all the love of many waxes cold on a high level, which we're seeing it right now in Los Angeles. But how do you think it's gonna be when there's no food in the storehouses, man? People are already gonna have patience in the fast food drive-thru. So how much more when there's no fast food, no food in the storehouses, man? You know, your daily necessities that you need to sustain yourself, when those become
Hard to get.
Then people gonna be waxing, well, men gonna wax cold. Right?
When they start rationing that shit up.
Yeah, I got, you got.
This is Deuteronomy 18 and 22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of
own vain heart. You know, and none of those prophecies that he's saying are not going to come to pass because it's not the will of Yahweh Shemon Shai.
Right.
So if you speak according to what's going to happen, what's in the book, man, you know.
You know what? Matter of fact,
The scripture's talking about the apostles' doctrine, you know. And the apostles' doctrine is directly correlated with what the scriptures say, man. You see?
you know what? We can read Jeremiah 28 from the top because this is a great example of how a false prophet was prophesying lies, and then you had Jeremiah that was prophesying what was really going down, and then the false prophet ended up dying. So this is Jeremiah 28 verse 1.
Because Jeremiah, he was a prophet during the Babylonian Empire. He was a Levite.
Yeah.
You know, he was the priest of Anathoth.
You say you prophesied on the Babylonian Empire?
Yes.
The kings going into the Babylon. And it came to pass the same year in the beginning of the reign of Zedekiah, king of Judah.
She would be a country. Yes. Because Zedekiah, he was the last king of the southern kingdom.
It says, in the 4th year and in the 5th month that Hananiah, the son of Azar, the prophet, which was of Gibeon, spake unto me in the house of Yahweh in the presence of the priests and all the people, saying, Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, saying, I have broken the yoke of the king of Babylon.
Yeah. Because that's a false prophecy. Because the king of Babylon, which was Nebuchadnezzar II, he was going to exile the Israelites to Babylon, to captivity. So what he's saying is breaking off the yokes, meaning he's going to deliver you out of captivity. This didn't happen at that time.
Yeah.
You know, because it was a 70-year sentence of captivity in the certain Babylonians.
Let me get that for you real quick. Jeremiah 29 and 10. But thus saith Yahweh, that after 70 years be accomplished at Babylon, I will visit you and perform my good word towards you, and causing you to return to this place.
Right, return to the land, which that happened during the time when the first Medes captivity, with Cyrus the Great. You know, he spoke, he commissioned the southern kingdom to start going back. He financed the southern kingdom to start going back to Jerusalem. That was led by Zerubbabel,
and Joshua the high priest. Zerubbabel was the governor.
Yeah.
You had Nehemiah, you had Haggai, you had Zechariah. Ezra. Yeah. So I want to get a point real quick in the 2nd verse of Jeremiah 28. It says, Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, saying, I have broken the yoke of the king of Babylon. So you're going to have false prophets coming in the name of the Lord. Thus saith Yahweh Shemon Shai of hosts. You know, the power of Israel. So just because somebody is coming in the name of the Lord, you really got to examine the doctrine and the information that they bring out. Because a person we hear people saying Yahweh Shemon Shai, and then they'll turn around and say that MOTB is philosophy. You know, True Nation, that's one of them.
Yep.
Stay out here. IUIC. HOI. You know, and other various camps that, you know, push out false doctrine.
Yep.
Right? Verse 3. Within 2 full years will I bring again into this place all the vessels of Yahweh's house that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, took away from this place and carried them to Babylon. So yeah, he talking about 2 years.
Yeah, so that was a false prophecy. As Lito, what the brother said, he was speaking presumptuously. You know, out of his own vague heart, man. You know? And he probably was an eloquent speaker, so people followed him and believed him, man.
Right.
You know? But that's why the scriptures say, you know, try the spirits, right? To be of the Most High, man. You know, examining what, if the prophets, they're supposed to speak according to the word. If they speak not according to this word, it's because there's no light in them. And that's how you will determine what a true prophet is. If they're speaking everything that's correlated with the scriptures, and breaking down the scriptures correctly.
Right. And we had an example of this in 2019. Remember that? Oh, this is the 400 years is up.
Yeah.
400 years is up. In 2019, we got over here in 16, 19, 2019, that's 400 years, so we should be out of here. Nah, first off, the Israelites came here way before 1619.
Yep.
You know, you had the Northern Kingdom, you had the Indian slave trade. All right?
Removal act.
Yeah, you had all these different things that happened here prior to 1619. The Israelites here already.
Yeah, because you know what a lot of Israelites don't know is the transatlantic slave trade started with the Northern Kingdom.
Yep.
When Christopher Columbus came over here in 1492. And it actually tells you that in the book of Black Indians.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
500. Nothing going on.
Verse 4, and I will bring again to this place Jeconiah, the son of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, with all the captives of Judah that went into Babylon, saith Yahweh, for I will break the yoke of the king of Babylon. Then the prophet Jeremiah said unto the prophet Hananiah in the presence of the priests, in the presence of all the people that stood in the house of Yahweh, even the prophet Jeremiah said, Amen, or so be true. Yahweh do so. Yahweh perform thy words which thou hast prophesied, to bring again the vessels of Yahweh's house and all that is carried away captive from Babylon into this place.
Which he was right about that, but it wasn't going to happen within the time frame he said it was going to happen.
Right.
You know?
Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears. So, you know, when you envision this is a debate. You got a lot of people, you know, so many people. You got Jeremiah, you got Hananiah, they both coming in the names of the Lord. They both talking about, look, the Lord gonna get us out of here, you know. So you have impromptu debates, you know. You're gonna have two people coming in the name of the Lord. One got the correct doctrine and one don't. One kind of got it right, you know, and one got it 100% right.
Right. Yeah, because best believe this is probably there around the gates of the city.
Yeah.
Because that's where a lot of public affairs were announced at. A lot of debates. The prophets was out there teaching by the elders of the city.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm read 7 again. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh hath truly sent him.
Yeah.
So he was breaking it down.
Yeah, because, you know, Hananiah, he was coming with peace talk, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm.
But that was no peace. As scripture say, no peace comes to the wicked. The people was being wicked at that time, the southern kingdom. They were worshiping all the Babylonian gods, sacrificing their children in the valley of the Nile.
Yeah.
You know? So there was no peace coming to Jacob at that time, man.
And Jacob was doing a lot of wickedness during the time of King Manasseh.
Yeah.
You know, and the reason why it's got when you look on the blue letter, what's the blue letter go off? But the scholars say that the reason why the southern kingdom was exiled into Babylon was solely because of what the king Manasseh had done, because he was causing everybody to worship all the gods.
Yeah, and with the brother talking about King Manasseh, he was a Judah. You know, he read about his prayer in the Apocrypha. And he sits there in prayer because he knew he acknowledged his offense and he was going off. But when he repented and then he turned to the Lord. But he did lead Israel astray at that Judah astray at that time.
And it's written that multitudes tend to follow evil. So you could imagine during that time when he was reigning, everybody was there. You always had a remnant, you know, but it was a lot of Israelites that was following after that order.
Yeah, because, you know, the king has the highest influence.
Yeah.
Like
So
it is
the
today.
So the subjects is going to follow what the king said because they think that's what's right.
That's right. Verse 10. Then Hananiah the prophet took the yoke from off the prophet Jeremiah's neck and break it.
Because remember, Jeremiah, he was going through hell, man. They put him in stocks. They was trying to kill Jeremiah. They put him in some iron for him to sink in a dungeon. So you can imagine what Jeremiah was going through, all prophesying the true words of Yahweh Shemon Shai.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing the prophet will go through, you know, not to the same extent, but we don't, the prophet call hell.
Yeah.
You know, all the apostles, they died grievous death except for Apostle John. You know, the blood disciple by Lord Yahweh Shai. John, the son of Zebedee. You know?
Yeah.
So we gonna go through some stuff too. You know, but hey, for the most part, the elect gonna be delivered.
That's right, bro. And you know, I just want to add something too. You had Hananiah, you had Jeremiah, and now I lost my thought.
Light affliction.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
11. And Hananiah spake in the presence of all the people, saying, "Thus saith," this is what I want to say, because here it is, Hananiah, he's saying, in 2 full years. So everybody like, all right, cool, yeah, we cool, we straight, you know. And then here comes Jeremiah, he coming with evil. He saying, nah, 70. It's gonna be 70 years. So you know people hated Jeremiah. You know, oh, we got to get rid of his guy. You know, the Lord dealing with Hananiah. You know, we got to push him to the side. He ain't coming right.
And that goes to our people, Isaiah 30. They right here smooth things.
Yep.
Oh, let's get that real quick.
Prophesy to us deceit.
Yeah.
Jake, like this was happening back then with Jeremiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. Which say to the seers, see not.
The seers are the prophets. They were before the prophets, before the prophets were called prophets, they were on 4 times called seers. But seers are the ones that have vision, see the future events before they come to pass.
Samuel, the seer. It says, and to the prophets prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit.
Right, so this is what the wicked, Israelites were doing amongst Jeremiah, man. They'd rather hear the words of Hananiah, which were peace, rather than hearing the words of Jeremiah, which was truthful, but it was harsh. You know? So, Jake was doing this all the way back then, man. You know?
Jeremiah 28 and 11. And Hananiah spake in the presence of all the people, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all nations within the space of two full years. And the prophet Jeremiah went his way. He said, all right, whatever, I'm not going to argue. I'm out of here. Because when you got the truth, you're not finna argue and go back with somebody that don't got the truth. You know, yeah, you make your statements. You know, if they don't get it, you know, he that is filthy, let him be filthy still. He that is unrighteous, let him be unrighteous still.
Yeah, they're not gonna humble down and listen to you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's when you just trust in the Lord, right? What I did.
Verse 12, then the word of Yahweh came unto Jeremiah the prophet, after that Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke from off the neck of the prophet Jeremiah, saying, yeah, because Jeremiah, he had this yoke on his neck. So, you know, Hananiah, he making this big scene, saying the Lord finna deliver us in 2 years. He taking the yoke off of Jeremiah, throwing it on the ground. Everybody probably like, hey, yeah, 2 full years, we out of here. You know? Jeremiah like, man, all right, whatever, fuck it, I'm out. And then the word came to Jeremiah, right?
Remember, the Southern Kingdom, they were tributaries to the Assyrians, who led by Nebuchadnezzar II.
Yeah.
You know, so because they gave them, presents and gold and silver,
Right.
but they still occupy their land, but as long as they pay the tribute, and then Nebuchadnezzar, he won't take them into captivity.
Right. All right.
But it eventually happened because it was prophecy.
Verse 12. Then the word of Yahweh came unto Jeremiah the prophet after that Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke from off his neck of the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Go and tell Hananiah, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, thou hast broken the yoke of wood, but thou shalt make for them. Go and tell Hananiah, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, thou hast broken the yokes of wood, but thou shalt make for them yokes of iron, putting them in worse condition. Man. We're going to went from wood, a yoke of wood, to a yoke of iron. Iron is very strong, man. Yeah. So Hananiah is just putting these people in a worse position because he's not giving them the proper warning. You know, he's not preparing them. See, through the teachings of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we're given, you know, starting off with our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, we're given the proper warning. We're blowing the proper sound of the trumpet.
Right tune.
We're blowing the right tune.
That'll be easier for our people to embrace it.
Yeah.
You know, because if you prophesy falsely, then it's going to come upon our people unawares because they wasn't expecting.
Right. 14. But thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and they shall serve him. And I have given him the beasts of the field also.
Yeah, so Nebuchadnezzar, the Lord gave, at this period of time, the Lord gave Nebuchadnezzar power, you know, for a short period of time. Because this was an establishment of the Assyrian Empire. You know?
That's right.
So he was
Well, the Assyrian Empire, wasn't it there already? And then the Babylonians?
yeah. But he kind of. Right.
But Nebuchadnezzar, he was an Assyrian though.
Yeah.
All right, because Daniel 7, it goes into flying with eagle's wings, and then the wings was plucked up and it stood upon his feet. So it started off as an Assyrian empire, but then Nebuchadnezzar, which he was an Assyrian, Babylon became greater kingdom. All right. For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, I have put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and they shall serve him, and I have given him the beasts of the field also. Then said the prophet Jeremiah unto Hananiah the prophet, Hear now, Hananiah, Yahweh have not sent thee, but thou makest this people to trust in a lie.
Yeah. So Jeremiah is rebuking Hananiah. Lord in the city, man. We come with that same message amongst false Israelite camps, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord didn't send these dudes. The Lord sent, you know, our apostles of the Great Millstone, because everything that they say, it correlates with the scriptures, man.
Yep.
You know?
Verse 16, Therefore thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will cast thee from off the face of the earth. This year thou shalt die, because thou hast taught rebellion against Yahweh. So Hananiah the prophet died the same year in the 7th month.
Damn.
He died around the time of in the month of Feast of Tabernacles.
7 months, that's completion. Hey. The Lord completely took him out.
Yeah.
You know, not speaking according to what the Lord said. You know? So that's going to be prelude to what's going to happen to the false prophets in these times. If you're not speaking according to the word, the Lord going to uproot you and take you out. You see what he did with Comfy?
I was thinking about that.
You know, Kazadaki, apostles always talk about it. And the next one going to be Nate, lest he repents.
I like it, but he was literally blaspheming the Holy Spirit. Literally, you couldn't be forgiven for that.
That's true.
Literally doing it.
Let me hit Micah, the 3rd chapter, because it goes into false prophets. It's Micah chapter 3, verse 1. And I said, Hear, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment? That's going on.
Yeah, because you're supposed to know the judgment, because you're the leaders. You know, you are the ones that, you are the leadership that the people come to know these type of things.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, because the leadership, just like you see today, you know, on the comment board, you'll get somebody coming up with questions. Hey, bro, you know, this and that. Oh, bro, you know, turkey, is it lawful? And tuna and all this, you know, different things that we've seen, you know, through the course of the ministry. Back then, it wasn't the internet, no comment board. So when they had questions, they'd go to the leadership. Hey, I got this going on with my neighbor. You know, his ox pushed through one of my ox. You know, you had a civil dispute. You would go to the leadership, and they were supposed to know judgment. They were supposed to know the law and say, all right, well, hey, since his ox pushed through your ox, then he got to make it good. You know, he got to replace the ox and all that, and then, you know, you forgive it. You know. So imagine going to the leadership and they just not dealing with the law, and they like, no, fuck that. You know, go ahead and take the sword. Go over there and fall on your neighbor. Go over here and go judge your neighbor. That's fucked up. You need to go over there and kill your neighbor for that.
Yeah.
They just preferred in judgment.
Like today.
You know?
Because that's how Eli's sons were. They were preferred in judgment. You know, and Eli, which he was one of the judges, you know, he would rebuke his sons, man, because he was getting money. Remember, the priest was living good, man. They lived in suburbs, you know. But judgment fell upon him when he heard that his sons were killed and the Ark of the Covenant were taken. He fell down and broke his neck. The Lord had him fall down at 98 years old. That's a hard death for 98 years old.
And he was showing what the scriptures call partiality.
You can't have partiality between favoritism. It's truth, man.
You respect the person.
Respect the person. Might be your brother, your cousin. Yeah. You can't have that, man. You know, because you pervert judgment, and then it's not gonna look good.
And then that disease can spread to where you have all kind of rebellion. See, the reason why adultery and women being promiscuous in this society is because judgment haven't went out. Like Esau, he don't push laws and legislation and decrees to combat adultery, to combat women being hoes and harlots. You know, so they don't see judgment. So they just go ahead and they think it's cool. They just go ahead and just do it and act out whatever they want to act out.
Ecclesiastes 8.
Yeah.
That's what they got.
And then the next generation does it, and the next generation does it to where it's just accepted. It's just she cheated on him, and she committed adultery on him. There ain't no such thing as cheating, but just applying today's terms, you know.
Yeah, it's like a light thing.
Yeah.
Damn, he slept with his woman. Damn, it's great. I just did that the other week.
Oh, she got 3 baby daddies? Oh, whatever.
That's why judgment got to be executed speedily if you want it to change.
Yeah,
so there won't be no sin.
You gotta see the wickedness.
Oh, you gotta see wickedness to understand the judgment.
Yeah, right. That's true. Because we gotta be justified when we say that's why we would judge you because you were doing this.
Yeah.
You know.
Ecclesiastes 8:11, because sentence against an evil worker just be executed speedily.
Yeah, meaning the sentence represents the judgment. So when you commit a sin and you don't get judged right away after you do it, just as adultery, that's what it was talking about, you know, you don't keep doing it because you get judged for it.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Why? Because they haven't been judged. Because you wax worse and worse, man, and wickedness. You know?
Like you got them specific movies where somebody does something, they wait for like a lightning bolt to come down and it doesn't happen. Their mindset gets pretty similar. Ain't nothing gonna happen. That's how Esau Edom and that's how people are. You know?
I found that's amazing. Them people, they didn't think they was gonna get fishy, gonna get that judgment.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna hide in the house. Shit, how I'm gonna get killed? But somewhere it happens, and they get, they slip, and they fall and break their neck or something like that.
It says, verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, have it, he ended up getting hands put on him, feet put on him,
Oh,
shot up,
car accidents.
yeah, car, He says, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear Yahweh.
Yes, so right. So it will be well with the elect that fear the Most High, because they doing what's pleasing unto the Lord. You know, going out on the highways and byways, teaching the word, making the bodies of the sacrifice, leaving that way, pardon from wickedness, man. You know, being brotherly. Those things the Lord is pleased with, man. The Lord will deliver you for that. You know, if you're part of the elect.
Righteousness. It says, but it shall not be well with the wicked.
See, it's not going to be well with the wicked, man, because their sins going to catch up with them. Like
At least
Esau.
at least Jake repent.
Right, yeah, no. At least Jake repent. Always got to push that message. There are room for repentance. But if you don't repent, you know, you're going to be destroyed. But Esau, all his sins don't catch up with him because there's no repentance for Esau.
Neither shall his days, neither shall he prolong his days.
Yes, it's they, right. Your triumph for the wicked is short. Everything. See, by you being a wicked individual, your life is short-lived. Even though you can be in prosperity. You get that Psalm 73?
Okay.
Prosperity of the wicked. Psalm 37. The wicked shall be condemned.
All right, Psalm 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Right. Because fret means to be angry, be hot. So don't be hot because of evildoers.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, because we understand the Lord gave them a portion. You know, the Lord gave every man their portion. So why should we be envious at an envious, wicked person if we know that what they got it by ill-gotten gain?
For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
Yeah, so the Lord will cut their hands down like the grass. Like you always say, spiritual mom.
So I'm gonna chop their ass down.
Because when the Lord brings the judgment, see, you don't want the Lord to be judged. The Lord can smite you with an incurable disease. You know? Just like we did with Jamie Foxx. You know, now Jamie Foxx is blind and paralyzed. You can't live yourself out of that, man.
That's hell right there. Now that's hell.
Yeah.
That's
you know?
hell.
And that's why Yahweh Shai says, fear not. Can you get that? Fear not to get the body. See, we fear what Yahweh Shai. Men have limitations on bringing judgment. But there is no limitation to the Lord. You can't put the Lord in the box.
Yeah, I'm about to say that back at that.
The Lord, like we were saying, talking about the other day, the Lord's judges are unpredictable.
This is Matthew 10:28. And fear not them which kill the body.
Yeah, which is a person. So don't fear the ones that can kill you. You know?
Yep. It says, but are not able to kill the soul.
Yeah, so they can't destroy your soul. The Most High can do it though.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy your soul and body in hell.
Yeah, so hell means no conditions. So the Lord can destroy your body and he can destroy your spirit.
Yes.
You know? That's why he said it is a fearful thing to come into the hands of the living God. You know?
I got something. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 2. Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
And so you don't want to lean into your own understanding of what you think is right. There's a way we're seeing right until the end, but the end there are the ways of death.
That's a proud look.
Yeah.
You know, you doing shit according to how you want to do it. Doing shit according to how you see it. That's what the scriptures call a proud look.
Especially after you've been told the truth.
Yeah.
It's another thing if you don't know the truth yet, and you're doing what you. But it's another thing if you've been told the truth and you're still doing what you've been doing prior to you being told the truth. Then that's when you become the fault. You know?
And say not, who shall control me for my works?
Yeah. Who shall control me for my works? Because these people, they think that what they do, they don't believe that scripture when it says that man's goings are the Lord. They don't believe that scripture.
Yeah.
You know?
For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
The Lord will surely revenge thy pride. See, no one escapes judgment, man. No one perishes to be the innocent.
And you hear that a lot amongst Jay. Who gonna stop me? Ain't nobody gonna stop me. I'm gonna keep doing what I want to do. Ain't nothing stopping this. That's pride.
It was a nigga at my apartment. He was arguing with a girl. I heard it, and he was like, "What nigga can see me?"
Oh man, them be the niggas that get knocked out.
As he was arguing with the girl, she was cussing him out, and he was like, "What nigga can see me?"
I mean, you can talk that shit to your girl. That's your girl. You can talk that shit to your girl. We see the Most High talking big shit to Israel. You know?
But there's always the person that can fix it.
But yeah. You don't want to say that to a man though.
Yeah.
You know? Lord put a cold spirit on that man.
Most of them be Billy Badass until they finally meet Billy B. Badass.
Oh yeah. Billy Badass Senior.
Yeah.
They got to say in boxing, you know, everybody's tough until they get hit.
Yeah.
Dudes like that, man, you know, the dudes that talk a lot, man, those be the ones that really get it, man.
You Mike Tyson the Greats, he got knocked out before. That's Mike. You know?
That's Holyfield, he got his ear bit the fuck off. Did that really, do you think that really happened? Or was that some fucking Edomite distraction psyop shit?
I think that happened in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember we had to fight. Now we saw that. And Mike Tyson straight bit the nigga ear off.
But he stressed it in one of them interviews. He said he kept headbutting me though. You know, like he couldn't stop. He couldn't find no way to stop him from headbutting. He kept telling the ref all that, and nothing stopped him. He just got mad, you know, because it was like he felt like the whole world was against him in there.
And I showed you the Lord creation, even the Lord creation. Sharks, they're scared of killer whales. A killer whale will kill sharks.
Yeah.
Sharks are scared of them.
Really badass.
And that's a shark.
Yeah.
And killer whales, man, they on a level. Like the Most High gave them wisdom.
Yeah.
How they be getting their prey.
Yeah.
I remember I seen the seal, they was on like a block of ice, and then the orcas, they would go under, and they would like make waves.
Slap them up with their tail.
Hey, that's how you know the Lord's judgments is terrible, man. Just look at his creations. Man, them lions, they be doing precision strikes. They had the lionesses, they had like 3 ducked off over here,
Yep, you
2 ducked off over there,
get up behind them trees, away from
one on the tree, and then you had a main one. She go ahead and start it.
Yeah.
And then they all follow, they all jump, and then here come the lion, and just come and just rip shit. Most High, man, he can step on some shit, man.
Man of war.
Verse 4, say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? I done wickedness. I
got away with it.
I didn't rob and stole and committed adultery and murder. Look at me. Look, ain't nothing happened to me. I'm still breathing.
Yeah. I'm still healthy.
Yep.
You don't know the Lord.
It says, for the Lord is long suffering. Long suffering meaning the Lord to sit back and allow you to pile up shit so that the judgment can be great. You know, when you hear about accidents, motherfucker hit the back of a car, then you hear the reports of the body flying in the air 50 feet and they come down and another car running over. That's great judgment. So he did something that person that got judged like that, they did something in their present life or in their past lives that warrant that type of judgment.
You don't want when you die. The Lord will
Yeah.
Lord willing, we don't die in the field, man.
Man,
You get to see it, Lord willing, salvation.
Yeah.
But if you do, if the Lord do take you out, that's good. You want to die peacefully.
Yeah. You don't want you die on this side. Man, they have Caesar Borgia candles and shit wrapped all around your shit, bro.
Oh my God.
Virgin Mary shit off, man.
And you was serving the Lord.
And you were serving the highest, man.
Man.
You in the truth, you know, family members and stuff. Our lives were here. You know, we pass on this side, come to our people, man. That's the lifestyle of the prophet of the Lord, because he basically excommunicated from the world. You know, he hated of the world. It's like outside. You know, because people don't like us. You know, so a brother like us, it ain't gonna be much people that are at our, you know, if we pass on this side at our funeral, except for probably the brothers. You know.
And then we want to push this vibration too. We're not expecting to die. I mean,
Right.
yes, it does say that there will be martyrs for Yahushua. So, you know, there's going to be some brothers that, you know, have to taste death on this side, but they'll be resurrected first and be on those chariots. We looking for the mercies of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know?
Yeah, because the scriptures talk about the tender mercies of David. I mean, the sure mercies. You know, David, he was a man of the Lord, but he had to give you a sin.
I had a little more over here. Finishing up in Ecclesiastes 5 and 4. Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me, but Yahweh is long-suffering. He will in no wise let thee go.
So the Lord not going to pass over you when that judgment comes. You'll get everyone's last money. You know? Even in ancient Egypt. You know? The Lord killed every firstborn amongst the Egyptians, the animals. The Lord didn't spare nobody, man. So even when it said that there was no one in one house that was not dead. So the Lord gonna get everybody, man.
Yep.
The Lord don't make mistakes. You know, the Lord don't have no flaws, man.
It's perfect.
Like micros.
I wish I said there's only one.
It's too much good.
The Father, which is in heaven.
I got that Isaiah 55 and 3. Incline your ear and come unto me, hear and your soul shall live. And I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David. You know, because the elect are on the tabernacle of David. So they won't get those same mercies just as David was forgiven. You know, Lord gonna put hell on you, but at least you will get salvation. At least your name won't be blotted out the book of remembrance. That's the main thing. You know?
David, he numbered Israel. Adultery committed deeds that were worthy of death. You know, have mercy on them. That's, you know, hey, we just like us. You know, when we were in the world, you know, we committed things that was worthy of death, man. You know, the Lord gave us mercy by giving us his name back. You know, by giving us the truth, giving us our nationality back. This is mercy right here. You know, this is mercy when our prophets got the truth. All right, in the 60s, that was a form of the Lord having mercy upon Israel. Okay, because at one point it seemed like the Lord had was still mad at us, man. You know, David said it.
We got to start right now.
This is Psalm 89 and 46. It says, how long, Yahweh, wilt thou hide thyself forever? Shall thy wrath burn like fire? You know, because, you know, it seems like the Lord just wasn't dealing with us at all. And especially, rape, robbery, murder, of course, but in the slave times, man. So how long, oh Lord, wilt thou hide thyself forever? Shall thy wrath burn like fire, and his wrath is toward Israel. So our elder, Abba Bivens, Lord, put the spirit on him to get the truth. That was the form of the Lord showing his face back to us, man. And that was a form of mercy to show us that the Lord is still dealing with us. But it had to have certain things had to happen in order for the Lord to turn his face back to us.
Yeah, Yahweh sacrifice.
Yep.
Yahweh being that sacrificial lamb for the children of Israel, that was the ransom needed in order for us to get the truth. Blood that had to be required.
I was just gonna say, and it was good that he returned the prophet to us, like our visions, because we would have perished without that.
Yeah.
Because the saying in the scriptures, where there is no vision, the people perish. If we had nobody to see, no seer, we would have been gone.
And then you have people, men disrespecting the man,
Yeah. But that's also in the tradition of a prophet too, because
that's true.
never, not even in their own house, he's gonna be honored, for a prophet.
The enemy shall be foes in the own house.
All right, this
Now,
is
before we beat the scripture out, the reason why we bring this out because brothers got different avenues of life prior to them coming to the truth. So we want to push that vibration that we're not up here just saying we're perfect. We fall short, but that's why we have Yahweh Shai, the intercessor advocate.
Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High?
So the ones that don't repent, which are the unrighteous, they're not going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High because they didn't repent.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate,
man that got human tendencies,
long hair and shit,
hitting your nails,
Limp wrist,
yeah.
limp wrist in every conversation.
wearing super tight clothes,
Yeah.
super trendy, got blonde hair, colors and shit in your hair,
metrosexual.
Yeah.
very trendy.
Cosmopolitan.
For nor abusers of themselves with mankind, most, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards,
drunk, drinking wine all the time, always drunk.
that clouds your judgment, Can't just be on it all damn day.
You can't be drunk at camp.
Oh no. Nor revilers, people that's talking shit, nor extortioners. That's big with Jake, finessing. Every time you on Instagram is tap in, Cash App, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this the bro with the Cash App, getting finesse, money schemes, bank licks.
They say $10,000, $20,000.
Yeah. And then you do the shit, and then they end up getting your ass.
And bro got experience, man. Bro, it's true, bro. We got caught up with that shit that was in the world.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Lord had mercy, man.
Yeah. Well, because when you in the world pushes out that covetous. I just need, won't. And here it is, you just sit up thinking about, I need more money, I need to make more money. Because you don't know nothing about being content and being okay with what you got.
That's why you saw Flash all them goddamn commercials on TV. It does something to your mind. see say Target tiles, not 19.99, buy 10.99 each. So your ass gonna get up. Guess what? I need more tires. You gonna get up and take your ass to Target, man. Deal on tires. Buy 3 tires and then get the 4th one free. Your tires going to sell it. You probably gonna get it, but go get that shit, man. You know?
Yeah, or the new iPhone.
Yeah.
Damn, I just bought one last year.
I just got the 13.
It says, shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. And such were some of you.
Yeah, so some Israelites that was in the church at Corinth, that Apostle Paul was speaking to, they came from a different forms of lifestyle. Same, thing is true. Some of these, I mean, that mo part, that's extreme. But, I mean, hey, that's the demon.
Yeah, that's deep.
That Apostle Paul said, if he was I don't know if I'll be around you. That's heavy, man. That's yeah. But other things like thieves, quite a bit of
Stole some
flocks,
shit.
flocking,
It
hit licks, extortion, robbing. So you can repent from that. So it was some of us that came from the lifestyles, but repentance. And the Lord, the Lord winked at those ignorant. But now, the Lord put the Spirit on his leg to return back into him. That's the matter.
And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of Yahushua by the Spirit of our Lord.
Yeah, so now you have been cleansed through the word, through Yahushua.
See, the word does something that Esau can't do. Esau can't get Jake right. Only the Lord can save Jake, and the salvation starts off with the doctrine.
And that goes to the curse. Yeah. No man shall buy you.
Yep.
Shall save you. Only the Lord Himself can do that.
Oh, so let me get this real quick.
And Esau can't rehabilitate you. They put these, you watch the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about, the old school Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, Shawshank.
When a lot of these inmates, they go
Yeah, bro, yeah.
They sit them down and ask them if he's still rehabilitated, right? So, and what's really the rehabilitation for Israel is the truth, because when you watch that movie, them jails turn you into a whole different animal when you're in there for a long time. You come out, and it showed it on the movie, oh boy, he didn't know what to do with his life.
Yep.
So he hung himself.
Yo, he went and got a job and everything.
Yep, he had a job.
He'd have been straight, but he couldn't do it.
He couldn't do it because he was used to one lifestyle. See, Esau calls that rehabilitation when they get out on the road. He said, oh, have you thought about what you've done? Have you had a change of heart? That's the Lord is the only one that can bring for Israel give rehabilitation, which is the truth.
I was gonna say
That's
prison.
wicked, man.
I was gonna say prison is really crime school. Knowing how Esau is, he's gonna put you in a place where all these other criminals in there could teach you something. You see what I'm saying?
You get niggas that come out and say, I was in there for 10 years. Nigga,
Man.
over the stove, making spread. What? Like, without, telling you the prison stories.
Yeah.
That's not rehabilitation, man.
That's institutionalized.
Yeah, that's institutionalized. That's creating a whole another different person.
Kind of.
What he said on the movie, he said, hey, you been here for so long, all you been doing is just 4 months.
Man.
Yeah, what was like, our Lord said they was in prison for like the whole life.
Whole life,
They came out of old age, they didn't really know, like, damn, they was seeing new shit.
Yep.
Like a new world to them.
Cars, he started looking at his face, he was old, he started looking at the new trends and was like, damn,
And they didn't even do the crime.
Hey. This is James chapter 1, verse 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word which is able to save your soul.
Yes, it's the Lord that makes you receive the word. You know, but you gotta put up on naughtiness, the spirit of this world first, man. Being rebellious, being a loser, a nigga, degenerate. You gotta put that out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because receiving the word, that's the first part of, you know, the salvation process. You know, don't think that when the Lord come on the ships, there's just gonna be people getting beamed up and they don't know nothing about the doctrine, they don't know the names of the Lord, they don't know nothing about nothing. You know? But yeah, you gotta receive. That means somebody is gonna give it to you. In order for you to receive it, that means somebody on earth is gonna give it to you. The engrafted word, which is able to save your soul, because the word is what engrafts you. Like you know, a tree. If you, let's say for instance, if you got an apple tree or whatever, you can go to another apple tree that's of the same, you know, source. You can take a branch off and engraft it in to another tree, and that it'll grow and it become that tree. So what the word do is it engrafts you back to the, you know, to the righteousness.
It's locked in. And it got to be an apple tree. You can't take
You
can't take an orange tree and do the same thing. Like these foods.
Turn.
Yup.
If you went astray, you would have to be the same nation of people to turn back. It makes sense.
And you can't mix fabrics. You can't mix seeds.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't, you know,
Like,
you know, when a woman commits adultery, she's greatly polluted. So you can't have an exotic tree like this. A hybrid of a pear.
Yeah, hybrid.
A pear and an apple. That's what Esau made.
Yeah.
Esau did that liger.
Yeah, liger.
Lion and the tiger mix. You can't. That's going against the laws of nature, the Heavenly Father. And what happened was the animal that they made, the hybrid that they made, was too slow to hunt.
Oh,
He
man.
died.
Because he wasn't the real thing.
Exactly.
You know, when you went to dogs and stuff, you get to mating the wrong dogs together and shit. You get a motherfucking dog that's just like, what the fuck is this dog? That's why they look for the, you know, purebreds.
Yep, the pedigree.
Esau be having the butts, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got it from the shelter.
Yep.
Right.
I rescued him.
Oh, no,
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. It says, neither give place to the devil, let him that stole steal no more. Rather,
then when you get 50, y'all, I can't hear.
Right.
My hearing is going. What'd you say? He ain't been doing that all his life.
but rather let him labor, working with his hands, the thing which is good that he may have to give to him that needeth.
because the Lord will bless your hands, man. Once you start making an honest living, you're not stealing, the Lord will bless your hands. You know? Yeah, you might not like that job and shit, you know, but at least the Lord will have you have income. You know?
Yeah. Don't have evil out, because best believe these dudes that's sowing wickedness, they reaping wickedness. They out here finessing and getting money by ill-gotten gain and all that shit. Evil is not departing from their house. Yeah, they able to come up on 10,000 quick, but then they can take a 20,000 loss. You know, they can go to jail for 10 years. You know, so it's like,
I was watching it back.
what they say, great risks, great reward.
Great rewards. That's it. That's it.
Bones that like legacy.
Yeah.
They was finessing it. Esau. Jake fall for the net of Esau. It's like Esau let you get away with it for a little bit. You know, the street shit, like, hey, those that were doing this and that and the time and this, and those wrongs, guess what? You know, the feds are coming after you now.
Hey, we just went into it, how the Lord is long suffering.
Con.
the Lord will put the spirit on Esau not to fuck with y'all that did that illegal shit. And then one morning, Lord put that spirit out. Oh, legislation, new laws, new legislation, new all this, new all that. We cracking down now. And then Jay get caught up in it.
It says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth.
And that's not talking about saying bitch, damn, motherfucker. Corrupt communication is false doctrine. Like we out here communicating, you know, with the public, the words of the Lord. So if it's corrupt communication, that means we saying things that don't line up with what's written in the
book.
Yeah.
And if you are doing that, you teaching the name.
Man, yeah. Oh.
Saying you can, you know, like you might not even belong to how it's always if you just break it down. Intentionally, you're breaking down the scripture wrong. And you know that's not the right way how you can talk and break it down.
Well, that sounded so weak. I heard that.
There was no power behind it. You know? That's a form of communication. That which is good to the use of edifying, and they minister grace unto the hearers.
Edifying means to build up. You got to build up the sheep with the graphic word. The teaching them the milk. You know, the foundation precept, the basic scripture, to build them up so they can be led to the mission.
From milk to the meat.
Right. It's just like in you know, like martial arts, they already teach you the basics.
Yeah.
Basic. That's
The
what.
jab.
Yeah, the jab, the
hook.
kick, the hook, the block.
Yeah.
Those things, people just want to get straight to the combos.
Yeah. Super
Like-
flying kicks.
Yeah, like nah, you gotta learn the basics first.
Chops.
You know?
Let me learn
Yeah.
some chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucking Cool Nelson or whatever.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, fatalities.
Yeah.
Nigga come to the jujitsu dojo and he want to know all the fatalities first.
And that's why karate make you go through the belts, the different color belts and shit. So you don't be trying to go up in there a white belt
Yeah.
against a black belt. You know what I'm
Nigga
saying?
come in there bowing his head. All right, I want to know the fatalities.
You wouldn't fight. An amateur boxer wouldn't fight Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah.
I'll make you. Man, that's easy.
He get in the ring. He doing some shit like
Yeah.
this. Nigga get beat up.
Isaiah 28:8. Who shall teach knowledge? Who shall be made to understand doctrine? Them that are moved from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Yeah. And that's why Yahweh Shai talked about the babes. You know, because the Lord has the babes.
Meaning those who
It's the difference.
those who just, you know, got awakened to the truth. Because, you know, when you're a young man, that's why I say in Ecclesiastes 12, turn to the Lord. Yeah.
Who that is? Zach, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now that like we had in the days of our youth.
Yeah, when you're young. Imagine you being like 18, then you come in the truth. Your mind is like a sponge, you know? Then you repent and you convert, worship the true power. You're a new creature.
Yep.
So you a babe. Alright? And you see, you know, guys that just came in, they be fervent, they be on fire.
Yep.
You know? They get to bringing out everything they just learned.
You said one time, he first video speech, you like different.
Yeah. If you watch your videos from 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you be like, they don't even sound like that.
It really is like a baby. Like, damn.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like, it's crazy.
Round up.
Yeah.
Round up. yelling, cursing everybody's out. That's how it be though, you know?
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be like that at camp.
Yeah, right.
With that pipe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I heard about the hard, and then you come to camp with a pipe in your hand like that. You feel me?
He said it was cool.
Yeah. He was not high in that shit. Oh, you finna do it. My brother. Know that. Saying hi, yeah. Saying hi to the prophets, that's not going to get you on the chair.
Nah. Oh, I give them respect. Like, you know? Now, it's certain things that the Lord has as far as, you know, give the prophets, you know, a bottle of water and receive the prophet's reward. You know, those are when they just walking by, you know, oh, hey, look. Man, that ain't going to get you where you want to be spiritually. It's not going to get you into the shit, man. We ain't hating, you know, hey, shalom. Still, man, you know.
Bros ain't coming.
And that's just the form of Jake. Not wanting to really change their ways because, like the brothers be going into, this truth alters your mind state from that westernized way of thinking to the easternized way of thinking according to the scriptures, man. Jake still let their sins weigh him down. Jake don't want to hear, hey, look, listen, you know, I gotta put that down. They don't want to, man. I gotta put I can't do this, I can't do that. You know?
Because the word of the Lord is a reproach unto people. You get that?
Heavy into pork. You know, eating pork ribs, cooking them on the grill. We're going to go into shrimp or crab leg. I never liked crab leg.
I got Jeremiah 6:10. To whom shall I speak and give warning that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is unto them a reproach, they have no delight in it. And that's what's programmed into the 2/3. Their ears is uncircumcised, it's unclean, it's immorally unclean.
We use the scriptures that say that godliness is an abomination to a sinner.
Yeah. So they're not going to delight in this word. That's why we only out here for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High. Because if you teaching somebody that this truth isn't for, it's just going to be falling on deaf ears. They're trying to come up here with the fake love, fake respect. But they ain't going to hear the word.
That's Sirach 125. The parables of knowledge are the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to the sinner.
Yeah, so when we push the vibration of Yahweh Shai, we push the vibration of righteousness, that's an abomination to a nigga in the world. That's why people are saying things like, man, y'all make the truth boring.
Yo.
Like, what you mean boring? I mean, everything isn't turned up. There's a time to be serious. You know, there's a time to be serious. Can we get that real quick in Ecclesiastes 3? The Lord put a purpose on everything under the sun. You know, it's a time to push the doctrine. It's a time to be out here and stand stiff. Can we get Business off the 5 too? I'll pass it back right after. You got it, right?
This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die.
There's a beginning and there's an end, right?
A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
It's a time to, build yourself up. You planting things. You're trying to get yourself in order. You know, I want to work. I want to give me a house. I want some chill. I want a wife. I want some children. You know, you planting seeds.
Time to kill and time to heal.
It's a time to kill. You know, it's gonna be a time where judgment got to go out. You know, we talk about Jacob's trouble, which is a time that have not been on the face of the earth, where the Lord is really gonna be bringing these judgments out.
Time to break down and time to build up.
It's like it's at a time to heal. We're in the healing process. Psalm 107:20, it says he sent his word and healed them and delivered them from all their destruction. So we're in the time of the healing process of the elect of Israel, and it starts off with this doctrine. It says, what does it say after heal?
Time to break down and time to build up.
Yeah, it's a time to break down. Right now, the Lord breaking down the society. You know, like the brother was opening up with, inflation, cost of living, you know, all these financial woes people are experiencing. You know, the tensions, the shit at the grocery stores, the shit with the debt ceiling and them passing this legislation, the extended debt ceiling for 2 years, but they saying that that's going to cause inflation to go up even higher. So it's a time to pluck up. It's a time to, what is it? It's a time to build and it's a time to what?
Time to break down.
Yeah, it's a time to break down. You know, we're in a time where the Lord is breaking this shit down. You know, it was a time to build. The Lord put the spirit on Esau to come over here and build this shit up. The infrastructure, the technology, the school system, the finances. But now the Lord breaking it down. There's no longevity and prosperity in this system. This is not the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
So, time to weep, no time to laugh.
A time to weep and a time to laugh. You got serious moments in the truth, man. Yeah. There's times when we laugh and we joke and we get a bottle and we drink and we watch videos or we may go out somewhere and go do this and do that. But then there's a time to weep. You know, that's a serious moment. That's when you weeping, you ain't laughing. It ain't nothing funny. You know, it's time. You gotta take shit serious, man. See, Jake loved that folly and laughing and showing all their teeth and giggling and everything is funny. Everything tastes good. Everything you eat is sweet. Everything is, you know.
Everything is one-sided with Jake.
Yeah.
Jake don't deal with balance at all. No aspects of their life.
That you're supposed to release it when you give a bad crack. You don't
Say,
say that.
even in our heritage, you got certain high holy days, and it's the Solomon Sleep. Pastor, the Solomon Sleep.
Yeah.
Peace and gladness and worship. You have peace and dedication.
The Purim, that was a celebration where you give gifts and look over how they'll completely look over how Yahweh Shai had the Passover and go way back to what was the name, King Josiah. Oh, I know Yahweh Shai, he did it like this. Let's go way back to King Josiah and we're gonna have it like how he had it. Yeah. But isn't Yahweh Shai the author and finisher of our faith?
You know what? Exodus, first Passover we had, that was a serious time, man. It took a time of happy. You had that one. You had Yahweh Shai, all right? He died during the Passover. Those were serious times. Those were critical times. You know, you got these strict times on the Passover. You know, like I said, Hannah, you know, making these merciful Passover. You got a lot of people just coming, you know, 25 ahead, coming to this big building. Then they exalt all their officers. Man, this brother right here, he been down for 5 years. He going strong. You know what I mean? Like, you get credit for credit's due. It's like, man, it's more of an exalted thing when you guys work, man. A lot of the people come to this Passover just to drink wine and eat lamb, man. That's why the Apostle Paul always pointed out, look, the Passover is not a lamb dinner. scriptures talk about, I think it's in the book of Daniel, how we're going to weep over the body of the Lord, man. You know, the body that he had, brother, you know what I'm talking about.
I think it's Jeremiah. Let me see if I can find. I think it's Jeremiah.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah. Or no, Zechariah, I think.
We going, oh, yeah, yep, the Zechariah, I think the 12th chapter.
It's 1 Corinthians 11:27. It says, wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Lord.
Unworthily meaning you ain't taking it serious, man. You ain't it for that, when they have when it's Passover, last year that lamb was fire. they had 18 bottles of Mogan David. You know?
And these guys, they're not consistent. Apostle Paul spoke about having a pattern of good works. You know, having some being consistent. You know, they're not out there on the highways and the byways. They're not out, presenting their bodies a living sacrifice. But then come Passover, they got the newest garments. They got, they there on time. That's what I'm talking about right there.
They the first ones in the building, man. You know? They the first ones in the building. They the first one. They want to be in the front seat so they can hear the speaker.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know? I wonder if he gonna shout me out this year. You know what I mean? Now, what did IUIC had? They had the prelude Passover, the fashion show, man. That's for the Lord, man. You get mad, but it's like it's folly, man. It's like, yo, for real? Where is that scripture? When did Yahweh Shai have a fashion show where the disciples was on a stage showcasing garments that women made, man?
And women wasn't even after the Passover, right? How was that?
Right.
You know, a woman at the Passover.
No woman coming up in the Passover, out pouring the wine. No. The woman had their own separate Passover.
1 Corinthians 11:27. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Lord, unworthily.
Yeah, because on the Passover, when you do that, it's as a remembrance of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? The blood represents the blood that he shed, and the bread represents his body, man. Alright?
Shall be guilty of the body and the blood.
Yeah, so like if you sitting there, you drinking the wine, you drinking, like, yeah, this shit fire. You know? Yeah, you care about what's going on. You know, you just, damn, this shit, I can't wait till, they done with the ceremony so I can dip into some more.
But they act like how we used to act when we was in the world. And we go to the church. Didn't know what the hell going on. You like eating it before it's even time. You drunk it.
I used to do that. I used to go up to the little community. The community just to get the Welch's fruit juice and the cracker. Didn't know why they was giving it to me, but shit, it was something to eat at church. Like the person, that's what they doing in this sense.
Yeah, I used to go to church only because I knew I was getting McDonald's.
Man.
After church, family members cooking.
Yep. Linking up.
Well, it's the same thing with these dudes, man. And these people. That's why they showcase the Passovers, man. Them buildings, what did Yohanan say? He said, I'm gonna rent out a stadium. He was gonna rent out a stadium and the Lord boom.
All he see is dollar signs.
Yep. The Lord did what? He put C-19 out there, man. The stadium shut down.
Yeah. This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse I start at 9. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that came against Jerusalem.
That's all these nations. Okay, every one of them. Right? That's why this is the great melting pot. That's why you go across the street, 7-Eleven, at that snack shop. Guess what? It's Indian back in cash register. You go down the block. It's 10 Chinese stores on every block. Everywhere you go, man. Liquor store, you walk in there, you see you hear, hey, money. You know? Yeah, he goes down to the synagogue. It's third service right now.
And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and supplication.
That's what you see going on right now. The spirit of grace and supplication.
And they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him as one mourning for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn.
Yeah, because when you read the accounts of how they did Yahweh Shai, man, you can only imagine what that specific body looked like, man. So you gonna mourn, because guess what? The Lord had to send Yahweh Shai down here, the only begotten, to be the sacrifice and the savior for Israel. But what he had to go through, that's why you gonna mourn. You see that body. So you niggas that claim you're the truth that's doing these specific Passovers, all right, and just going to Passover because it's the trend. This being an Israelite ain't a goddamn trend, man. You're not coming to this today and then tomorrow if you don't feel like it, and that's that, man. You know?
Making light of the truth, you know. We're speaking about, and they made light of you.
Yeah.
You make it.
Yeah, because in the Psalm it says that about Yahweh Shai death, that he said that it made tell all my bones. So he was beaten hard so bad that you can see his bones. So that was a gruesome, death on the Yahweh Shai suffered.
When he was getting smoked, it wasn't just like you see a cartoon, just they was really smiting him, man.
They was laughing,
Yeah.
mocking him,
And you
spitting
got your
on him.
nails on the pen. That's pain. You gotta hold yourself up.
And then you just holding up by it.
Yeah. That's why he cried. He was like, why I got forsaken? He felt forsaken. And it's going to feel like that. If you was going through that pain like that, you don't feel like, because even when you go through like a little pain, you can be, man. So imagine that, you know?
Then they're gonna offer him some gall. Put it on, dub it on something, put it up to the lips.
Here's the,
Man.
you know, all that. That's why it says in Isaiah.
And then you got the nerve to rejoice on the Passover.
Yep. That's why it says in Isaiah the 53rd chapter, he was wounded, he was bruised for our transgressions, man. You take that, you read that, you take it lightly, but you can't take that lightly, man. You know? And them Romans, man, they were harsh. Our people, like they always are, them bulls, man. They were harsh, man. You know, let his blood be upon us.
The brazen bull. The other, I did a little clip on the brazen bull. On how it was a faithful Israelite brother in the New Testament is Antipas. He had got martyred, he had got, killed in that fashion. For the brazen bull.
Is it where they put them in there and they showed you that on Immortals?
That's
That was one of my favorite shows.
that was
You like that movie, huh? So,
How the angels came down,
Yeah.
it was moving so quick.
This is Matthew 22 and verse 1. The Yahushua answered and spake unto him again by a parable, and said, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son.
So the marriage is when the elect is joined with Yahushua. That's the son.
Verse 3, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden.
Now those are the prophets. To call them.
It says, to the wedding, and they will not come.
Yeah, Jake didn't want to listen.
Verse 4, again, he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner.
And that's what we saying. Hey, the dinner is ready. Come eat. That's what we saying. Hey, y'all hungry? Come eat. Y'all thirsty? Come drink. That's what we saying. But we saying it in the name of, in The MOTB is coming. Jacob's trouble coming. The name of the Lord is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Repent, convert, worship the true power. This is that meal.
It says, my oxen and my fatlings are killed, and all these are ready.
Yeah, so going into Proverbs, the 9th chapter, where it speaks about wisdom has built her house. She had hewn out her 7 pillars. She had furnished her table. Right?
Feed the flock in one time.
The Lord shall send his pastors that shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
It says, and all things are ready coming to the marriage, but they made light of it.
Yeah, they didn't take it serious. They said, I'll go out there next week. I'm a little busy today. I'm going to go out there next week. They always out there. You know, oh, y'all out there every Sunday, right? How many times we got that? Y'all be on here on Sundays? All right, I'll be back. Oh, what's your channel? All right, cool. I'm gonna check y'all out.
Never comment on the channel.
Never comment, never say it. Yep. And they're not taking it serious because they got all these different distractions.
Like the children in the marketplace.
Yeah.
And piping. But y'all ain't dancing.
Dancing.
It says, but they made light of it and went their ways, one to his farm, another to his merchandise.
Yeah, so farm and merchandise, business, you know, having a little shit to do, your wares.
Yeah, affairs of this one.
Yeah, I'm a personal trainer. I do my little personal training stuff on the side. You know.
Verse 6, and the remnant took his servants and treated them spitefully and slew them.
Yeah, so they killed the prophets.
But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth, and he sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers.
Those are angels. Destroyed those wicked ass Israelites.
And burnt up their city.
And that's what's finna happen. The Lord is finna burn up Babylon the great city.
Then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy.
Yeah, so now it's time for salvation, but those that were bidden, that rejected and made light of it, they're not worthy. So these people that walk by, they look at the sign, they look at us, they hear us saying, you know, in the midst of our speech, they say something that may get offended. They're not worthy of this. So we're not chasing after these people.
Yeah, because the same way they look at us, they'll look at Yahweh Shai.
That's true.
And a lot of people claim they love the Lord, but if you was to see the Lord, Yahweh Shai, you would hate the Lord. Our Lord, he wasn't nice guy.
I got something.
They don't even know what to look for. You know? They only see this image.
That's happened. We offended what Esau did to, cover the face of the building. We offended last night.
That's you too.
John 15:18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yeah, so, you know, if these people hate us, that means they hate our Lord Yahweh because we coming in his name, his vibration.
If ye were of the world will love his own.
Yeah, so if it was of the world, then they would love us like one of their own. They'll accept us. They won't have a problem with it because we'll be doing the same thing they're doing. They won't have a problem. But since we're doing the opposite, they look at us weird and say we're crazy, we're stupid, we're wasting our time. Hey, forget a life.
But they can't even come at us because Hausa said, can no man come to me unless he who to send me draw him. So they're not even responsible for their own commitment to us, you know?
Those type of words are being pushed forth out of brothers, out the hard, say, you don't want to get in this truth.
Shalom, Maki.
You know, meaning somebody, just all of a sudden get discouraged. Yeah, wrong to do this. You know, when they speak the word, it's you. I don't rebuke them, man. You know?
Yeah, normally when somebody gets discouraged in this, it's because there's a there's another distraction. Something else is taking their attention away. And it's always either a job or a woman. That's really the two biggest job, woman, or family.
Even if you gotta live with them, you still stay spiritual.
Yeah.
Are you there with them? You may be there with them physically, but you're not with them in mind.
Yeah. Because when it's go time, it's go time. You know? Yeah. It says, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
So it's the Lord that does the truth. The world, they acknowledge the world be hated. We acknowledge we hated. That's not no new thing. Even before the truth, we was always, Buzz had stories that it was always looked at as a black sheep and never liked by people. So it's when you come to truth, it's like, okay, dealt with that already.
Just comes to acceptance. Not everybody, like people are black sheep. Not everybody's a black sheep.
Favorites. Man, that brother, my cousin, man, he can tell jokes all day. He's the truth now. He's serious now. He used to crack jokes all the time. He laugh for the family, and now he's just serious.
Well, you supposed to do a 180. You're supposed to turn straight, completely around. The 360, I mean, you turn around and you came back.
Yeah.
The 180 is.
Yeah.
180 is this.
Damn.
Yeah, people supposed to say that shit about you. That's a good thing.
Yeah, he used to be a basketball, wife of basketball, man.
What you think Yahushai mom and his brothers was saying when they came to see him? And Yahushai was like, my family is they that do the will of the Lord. Best believe they was kind of shy. Hey, what's going on? You ain't been coming home. We ain't been seeing you. I've been hearing all kind of like weird stuff going on. Killing the dead and raising the, They do that shit over here because they know they can get away with it. Yeah. All of a sudden it was it was an emergency right here while the light was red. Hey, you ain't fooling no fucking body, man.
Usually power.
Yep. They don't do that on the west side, bro.
Yeah, they don't do that either, my nigga. They be in order.
Oh yeah.
Jake, our people,
remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord.
Yeah, so we are the servants of our Lord Yahweh, so we're not greater than Lord.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yes, persecute our Lord Yahweh, persecute us. He said in another account that they call the Lord house of Joseph, and how much more in his house. His house represents the believers, the body, the members, the elect.
They will also persecute you if they have kept my sayings. They will keep yours also. Because we speaking the same thing as Yahushua said. So if they ain't taking this word, then they for sure wouldn't have took Yahushua. Yahushua was austere. Some brothers got different spirits, being austere, strict, but some brothers is more like, reserved, cool, easier to deal with. And people don't even take it from them.
Some are forward.
Yeah.
No matter how much you tell them, no matter how much, because even when you like coming to the truth, I remember Apostle McCall said, because that's how I was the first thing, they try to tell everybody, and then come to the realization, these people don't fucking like nothing that you say. They talk behind your back, call you a weirdo, this and that. When you first come in, you on the bus with your Bible, ready for action, riding the train with your scriptures, waiting for anything to come up. What you was in battle mode.
Bridging zone.
Right. You come to a point, man, you see people make this start walking past you. gospel is not for everybody. It's only for the elect. It's Sunday dinner day, man. You know? That's why these grocery stores before. These people in these grocery stores, there's mad people over here that see this, man. You think they want to hear this?
Marked.
They don't want to hear this. It don't matter. Yeah, like your brother said, they marked, man. Because they see it. And they didn't come over here. They walked. Why? They heard. You're not speaking low. You're not whispering. The wind ain't blowing that hard.
Psalm 69, verse 8. This is King David. It says, I am become a stranger to my brother and an alien to my mother's truth.
That's how it is when you come into this truth, man. You know? You know, and that's how it is when you come into this truth. You become strange because, like we've been going into in camp, you become different. Not body-wise, but your mentality. You start becoming more Easternized scripturally, okay? You put off that old man according to the corruption of it. The Lord is the one that really alters your mind, man. So these people, you're not the same person that you were. Hey, I don't want to go to church today. I heard I was being lied to. What do you mean? Your grandfather's a pastor. This and that. And, you know, oh, he don't want to go to church. Now it's, oh, shit. And they won't leave you alone. They'll keep talking shit about you. They'll keep talking about you. They're telling your aunt, your mom, your friend, yeah, he changed. We done been through it. We got accounts going through that, man. It's true for real. You know?
1 Peter 4, verse 13. But rejoice in as much as you are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, he may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Right. Really, what actually happened, the Lord's coming for those that are looking for him. Okay? The Lord is coming for those that are looking for his return. Like the brother said earlier, you ain't gonna get a guy that just, he don't know nothing and then, boom, he in a chariot.
Nah, I ain't gonna be. Oh, this the chariots.
Yeah, you know? What are we doing? Like the brother Mangala said, in the link, here it is, we get beamed up. We got a dude randomly in there. Hey, you know, he ain't went through nothing. We over here talking about how we escaped from, you know, FEMA troops.
Yeah.
The Lord gave us power, and this dude, he just in there. Oh, yeah, that's what happened.
Here to eat.
You know? That ain't gonna happen.
Touching the walls.
Yeah. What is this?
Oh, is this real bowl?
Are we in space? You know?
He just don't know what's going on.
I was just chilling, and then I just all of a sudden got up here. Meanwhile, brothers is, hey, bro, Lord delivered me from this truth, man. He gave me power.
Yeah.
He had me hid for a certain amount of days. Hey, my neck was on a guillotine, teleporting me. We telling the works of the Lord, man. We praising Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Yeah. He pulled me out them perils and shit.
Man, they had us hemmed up.
Yeah.
20 deep. And we was in the house, they had us hemmed up. The Lord got us out of it. That's the type of stuff that's gonna be happening.
Verse 1 Peter 4:14. If ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh Shai, happy are ye.
Right? And why? It's like we be reproached, which that's an all-day, everyday thing. You had a dude, Herbert, he was approached by this guy.
Saint Herbert.
We had a group chick that was coming up to us with snakish ways.
Man, she was literally sick.
You can't even count on our head how many people come up.
It says, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh resteth upon you.
So there's something spiritual about, brothers doing this thing. That's why we're approached. The spirit of glory and of Yahweh rested upon us, man. Okay?
It says, on their part, he is evil spoken of.
Yeah, who is this Yahweh Shai? What they talking about? His name is Christ.
It don't matter what he looked like.
They talking like he's black. know?
He's all colors.
Yeah.
These evil spoken, they talk about they Hebrew. The Lord came for everybody. That's evil spoken of the Lord, you know? They speak evil of Yahweh. Even when they speak evil of us, they speak evil of the Lord because we're only messengers. When you read First Ezra, the first chapter, I think it's Second Ezra, the first chapter, right? It talks about names. Can you actually get that, brother? Second Ezra, the names prophets, and it says, "Which are also angels of the Lord."
Yeah.
It says, but on your part, he is glorified.
Yeah, on our part, he is glorified. We're telling, hey, look, hey, the Lord woke us up, man. You know, he was that sacrificial lamb. He coming back with the angels to deliver us. He gonna do a wonderful work in these times. That's on our part, he's glorified, but on their part, this world's part, he's evil spoken. Okay, but hey, a lot of you people that even speak of the Lord, y'all don't get y'all sin. The Lord got all y'all tickets, man. He got all y'all cards, and guess what? Soon he come in the form of famine and all that, and pestilence. When the storehouse is empty, guess what? That's the Lord pulling your card, man. The Lord know how to get to you. That's what these people don't understand. The Lord know how to get to you. He know what you can handle. He know what you can't handle. If a lot of you people like to eat a lot, guess what? When famine comes, you in for something. All right?
And that's why I say in Proverbs, the first chapter, it says, when your calamity and your fear shall come upon you. So, you know, whatever you was terrified of, maybe, you know, your biggest fear is a car accident. Well, that's what the Lord gonna bring to you.
People got different phobias. Scared of spiders. The Lord might have a black widow kill twice you get killed.
A flying black widow flying straight to you. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 1, verse 39. Unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Hosea, Amos, Micah, Joel, Obadiah, Jonah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, which is called also the angel of the Lord.
The word angel is simply means messenger. So the prophets are the messengers that are the prophet. Okay? All the prophets before them are messengers. Man. Just like us, we give you a message. We give you the good news, the gospel. We also give you the better side of it. All right? Which, going into prophecies, is the hard times that are coming. They go trouble, man.
About to always say, why would you get mad at the weather? He just a messenger. He just notifying you what the weather is for the next, that day or the next few days. So why would you get mad at him? So that same principle, you can apply to the prophet. Why would you get mad at the prophet? We just warning you. If you don't repent, you're Israelites, if you don't repent, the Lord will take you out in these type of fashions. Get mauled by beasts. That's the Lucifer in the dark.
Just seeing your leg getting snatched off and eat ate.
Yep. We'll get your body split up by gorillas. You might fall into some acid or something. Oh, yeah. I used to watch that.
People die with the littlest things, man. That's the Lord that has that happen. The Lord is the issue of death. Jeremiah 13:7, the last of that day is great, and that none is like it. But it's even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
And so Jacob's trouble. You Israelites going to fear hell in the time of tribulation. Everybody will be going through it, but it's really meant to be tried. The wicked. Because people are the plagues of Jacob's trouble is really coming for the wicked. Not the righteous. Even though the righteous and the elect will be in the midst of the plagues, the Lord said, no, he shall not come nigh thy dwelling. The elect have the hedge of protection. The Lord will try his elect, but they won't pass the test. Because they got how about
This is Ecclesiastes 40:9. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Yeah, so that's something what they can show. The flood of ungodly men. The flood of ungodly men. Esau, even the truth, says he's gonna come down with a great wrath because he knows that he has for a short time.
Oh, and it's that one. It's party. Pressure. That's how it's gonna be when Jacob's trouble hit. It's gonna be rushing. What is going on, man? He look like that old ass actor that played in the movie. Yeah. Chuck Norris with big ass titties. Okay. Ecclesiastes 40 verse 10. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
Yeah, so the plagues are created for the wicked. Because the Lord created the wicked for the day of evil. You know, the day of evil, that's when the Lord is going to bring the lake of fire. The second day. So when the warriors, the 200 million warriors that come to actually destroy us. When they hit ground zero, Alex.
That's what this place needs, man. We just, I mean,
If we just see some
y'all don't see what we see on the camera. I mean, off the camera, man. We seeing all kind of hermaphrodites and
that's spirit.
old ass Edomite Baphomet.
And that's the type of shit Lot was seeing. That's why I said he was vexed.
Yep. They was wearing women garments. Mm-hmm. Just probably stuff in the ass. Straight man with stuff.
Lot was like, I was gonna say he tried to stab the gate. But most likely he was the leader. So he's seeing that. I'm like,
Yep.
the woman don't care. As long as which you got these ladies that's gonna repent and be saved. But for the most part, these women, man, they don't. As long as they comfortable, they don't care. How wicked this place is.
Women don't get in order until they're discomforted.
Chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrow and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the howlers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do in peace? Evil shall come.
Yeah, so this is a magic spirit. Proving that he knew he would come back in the reincarnation because those plays didn't happen at that time. You know? But we seeing it, man. You know, the beginning of famine, you see the inflation. Like Billy was saying with the debt ceiling law passed, more inflation gonna come out in. You know? And then there was an article some months ago I read that people was like having layoffs for groceries, man. You know how you lay off some people, pay it off the payment?
Layaway.
Layaway. If people was doing that with groceries.
Yeah, cause shit expensive, man. I went to the grocery store this morning, $70 for some basic stuff. I mean, it could have been cheaper, but you want to get like you getting the eggs. You want to get the pasteurized chicken.
Right.
You know, the chickens that roam around the pasture and then they
Free range.
but free range is they ain't got only 2 square.
Right.
You know, the pasteurized is when they actually on the pasture.
farm, yeah.
And then the free range is they only got about this much to walk around.
Wow.
They got that much to walk around versus just being in them gates. You know, if you a whole bunch of birds, this is their only area to move around.
Fruits.
You know, so you get the pasteurized, which they taste better. You know, eggs is still $8. You know, but you can get the $2 ones. Then the white ones and they small. But then you want to get, you want to get you some good chicken. I mean, it say, they only ate vegetarian. The chickens only ate vegetation. But it say that. But then again, I ate the bullshit, and then I ate the shit that say that. It tastes different night and day. You know. Then you want to get the organic. Try to get the organic broccoli. You want to get, good stuff. The good olive oil. That good olive oil is gonna hit you $12, $13, $15. You don't want to go in there and get a whole bunch of bullshit. Oh yeah, no.
Vegetable oil, canola.
That 1, 2, 3.
That's how I use those for years.
Man, they so fucked up with that shit. They didn't even know what to name it. They just said, call it 1, 2, 3. Man.
That should stay Dollar Tree.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. Then you want to get almond milk. Almond milk, you get a gallon of it. That's like $5, $6. But if you want to get some regular ass hood milk, that's $2. Yeah.
Yogurt.
You want to? Yeah.
You get the straight plain.
Then you get the granola. That shit $5, $6.
Yeah. That granola is good.
We not going to the grocery store. Coming back with cupcakes and chips.
Ho-hos.
High corn fructose syrup.
Captain Crunch and shit.
Yeah.
That shit affects your food, man.
Yeah.
Highly processed food, and you don't sleep right. And I know that because I used to eat that all the time.
Yeah.
Remember, I wasn't even sleeping good. Yeah. I used to fuck with work. I could never go to sleep. I used to be able to go to sleep. When I started changing my diet, I see good.
Last week I was only eating, the majority of the week, only eating once a day. And I noticed, man, I was getting some of the best sleep. I was waking up, I was like, man, damn, I really got some good sleep this time. So sometimes you gotta detach from eating, man. Hey.
Each day I do that. It's benefits. So, I don't eat at night. Sometimes I may slip up, but the majority, because it's about the majority. Because it's a work in progress. You're not perfect. Yeah. But, that's why you work to get that level you want to get.
So Ecclesiastes, mindfulness diet.
Getting strawberries and melons.
Oh, man.
I love watermelon. Got lime in it.
Strawberries, man. I like that's what I be on.
Hey, when the food stamps come up, you go to the grocery store and you see a nigga, woman, man, they cart, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
You be like, yeah, why she got all that fucking Pop-Tarts, goddamn sugar gas, cinnamon toast crunch, goddamn package, whole basket for the damn ramen.
This is Ecclesiastes 31 and 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetches not his wind short upon his bed. So small portions, right? That's sufficient. And then it says he fetches not his wind short upon his bed. That goes with the snoring and shit. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating. He rises early. Scriptures promote waking up early in the morning. Now, brothers got different schedules, different lives, but scriptures promote rising up early. And his wits are with him. He in his right state of mind. He don't rise up, oh man, just groggy. says, but the pain of watching and choler and pains of the belly are what the unsatiable man. They eat too much.
Yeah. Insomnia.
Yeah.
Insomnia when you can't sleep. So by you eating a lot, especially processed food, you're not gonna sleep good. And I know that for a fact, because I used to do it.
Yeah. And then that fucks your mood. Like you said, it fucks your mood up. Your judgment be off. You may even be a little more emotional because of all them chemicals. Because a lot of these jakes, these niggas that be doing these crimes, they be doing them because they emotional. They in their feelings. Like, nigga, chill, bro.
The diet has to because everything starts from within. That includes your diet. So, like you said, I think Minister Wilder said there was a correlation between high processed food and crime in food.
Oh, damn.
The two go hand in hand. Like you said, they emotional. They get because Jake don't have conflict resolution.
A little dance one.
They deal with impulse acts without thinking straight from the first.
And then Jake don't deal with emotional intelligence. Meaning, like if you're going through something, you don't know how to like verbally
Work it out.
handle your shit. You know, it's always physical. What the fuck? What? You ready to turn up. Like, that's not always the answer. Turning up, whooping somebody's ass. That's not always the answer.
Look at that, when they came out with that Popeye sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
That shit. How you take one bite and the niggas is now trying to hop through the window to get one. Y'all out of them. Yeah.
Body slamming niggas in the parking lot.
Yeah, the employee, they had them on camera coming out the bag, cussing them off. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, you can tell when Jake is just. I used to Jake on my job, man. Every time he just a zombie, like, bro. He gonna say shit the whole shit. This nigga bored. Tell him, wow. So when I see he got like dark counsel, he got dreads.
Oh, man.
He young dude, but he's just dark.
And like the parable that we say in this group chat, we've never saw a righteous dreadhead.
And he be sleeping.
Hey, no, that's good.
Them dreads, like when them dreads, like it's like a unique smell. I'll never smell this.
Filth. That's what you smell.
Like just, I can't explain it. That's how bad it is.
What's up, black man?
Yeah, what's going on now?
I'll be doing the lion guys and everything. Wait for that, I gotta sit down. Everybody gotta sit down. That's right.
We pretty much.
Great
All
Sunday.
right now? Yeah.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, all right. I think we saw you before, right?
I say it all the time.
Oh, that's right.
I'll say hello sometimes with $10. But ain't nothing wrong with trying to be some. One day I'll be joining you guys.
That's right.
I ain't gonna do it right now.
Hey, but you know what? What do you say? I always see you guys. So a lot of these people, they're gonna be saying the same thing. I always saw you guys, but I was just ashamed to come. You know, the timing wasn't always right. All these people saw us out here, man. Yeah.
It's not like you see the sometimes you don't get recognized that way. That's how it's gonna be when that ain't gonna come out. They gonna feel the same spot.
Never get it off again.
That's the old story. You know, kind of close to their sin.
They see us out here, man. They walk by, but they see and remember.
Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh our power, that I will send a famine in the land.
So, and then contradict scripture. The Lord will send the famine of like water and food, but it's going to come on the word.
That I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh.
Yeah, so it's going to be a famine of the word. You know, you have to have easy access to this truth. Whether it be on the highways and byways or through the internet. Or through other different social media platforms. And brothers post videos on TikTok and Instagram, but the main platform is YouTube. Coming out on how it's always. It's not at a point in time you're not gonna be able to access it.
Yeah.
They're gonna be crying for wine in the streets.
Oh man.
Truth is really gonna be in us.
Yeah.
Like it is right now. Everybody 24/7. So the truth is gonna be in us. We go. That's why I'm saying we use Elijah. Truth is gonna be in us, man. You people, the truth ain't gonna be in y'all. So y'all gonna be looking for it. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea.
They are these people of this world. There's a lot of people that they
Searching.
searching.
They shall water from sea to sea, from north to north, even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. They shall not find.
See, when you seeking something, you like.
Yeah. As brothers is camp at. Some brothers been camping at that same spot for years. Brothers is like landmarks. At certain camp spots. So people gonna be going to them same spots. They ain't gonna find brothers. The Lord gonna put up brothers.
Hey, remember the old boy that came up? Hey man, I couldn't find your channel. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah, and that was mercy. How about you, Mashah? They came up here and seen brothers, man.
Old school. Y'all been seeing them.
I think when we got the expounding what it say about Philip, expounding more perfectly.
Yeah.
Like that, man. YouTube will be shut down. YouTube is going to be shut down. Roads, the Lord will put it on the spirit for something to happen at this spot and then we move somewhere else. You ain't going to be able to grasp this no more, man. No matter how many shalom or they don't say shalom, shalons, or I know I'm a Hebrew Israelite, there's specific information that's going to be able to keep you stable during the times that we're coming into it. If you don't have that information that the Lord gave to his servants and prophets and mysteries, you're not going to be stable. You're going to be mentally unstable, man.
All right, cool. You supposed to work? All right, with that, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone and Toss Truth. Shalom, Akim, stay strong.